Mushroom Mayhem is a PvPvE multiplayer experience combining shooting, strategy, and real-time disruption. Think of it as a competitive race where players grow, defend, and sabotage each other at the same time. We are a small but highly complementary team, combining game design, visual direction, and multiplayer engineering. We have already shipped experiences on Fortnite and have experience building multiplayer systems end to end. Our strength is tight iteration. We move fast through prototyping, playtesting, and feedback loops. We don't try to get things right the first time, we iterate based on player behavior. In terms of team info, we have made a website that you could click this link to get a look at our already made games. So this is our website. You could check the game section and find the gameplay footage of our zombie disco that is made for Fortnite UEFN. Or you could directly play on Fortnite. In terms of asset strategy, we prioritize building core assets in-house to maintain a consistent visual identity. External assets are only used for early prototyping or non-critical elements. In terms of game overview, the core loop is simple but layered. Players collect resources, evolve their companion, defend against AI, and disrupt opponents in real time. It is a competitive race with constant pressure from both AI and other players. Gameplay mechanics. The gameplay is built on 3 layers running simultaneously: PvPvE combat, resource economy, interference mechanics. The interference mechanics is what creates unpredictability and player-to-player tension. In terms of core game loop, players start on their own island where mushrooms grow periodically. They collect these mushrooms, which enables them to hire recruits, building their defenses over time, or upgrade their mushroom companion. When resources run out on their own island, players could invade other islands to steal mushrooms, creating high-risk interactions since the opponent is alerted. The game progresses as a competitive race. The first player to evolve the mushroom companion into the magician form triggers a map-wide AoE, ending the match and securing victory. Meanwhile, zombies continuously attack. Defeating them grants spores, which are used to unlock powerful abilities. Players must balance resource collection, defense, and real-time disruption of opponents. Target audience. We are targeting Roblox players aged 13 to 25 who enjoy competitive multiplayer and chaotic social gameplay. We have made a website to view this page. This is a website that is dedicated to the art concepts and art forms for our Mushroom Mayhem. Our art pipeline is designed for speed and scalability. We move from concept, gray box, representative, and final in short cycles. This supports rapid iteration instead of long production cycles.
Hello everyone, I'm Yanan. I'm the programmer of the team, and I've been working in game industry for 5 years. I really love game development and playing games as well. I will now start with talking about our programming approach and how we design the game to be scalable, performant, and suitable for multiplayer. At a high level, our approach is built on three principles: modular systems, data-driven design, and iterative development. So first, modular systems. We design each core system, like combat, AI, and progression, as independent modules. So this allows us to scale the game more easily and iterate on individual features without affecting the entire system. And also sometimes Chain will write scripts as well. So when it's modular, it's easy for us to split the work. Second, data-driven design. Instead of like hard coding behavior, we define most of gameplay elements through data, such as abilities, upgrades, and balance values. So this makes it easier to adjust gameplay quickly during playtesting. Also, after launch, it will also make it easier for us to bring the updates. Thirdly, iterative development. So we follow a build, test, adjust loop with frequent play testing on both PC and mobile. So this helps us to validate gameplay feel and system performance early. Also, we will have new ideas during play testing. And sometimes those ideas are really good and we embrace it. And sometimes it just takes us time and not getting us anywhere. And at the moment, we will decide to stop. So me and my partner's personality is really kind of like matching. So one person is always saying yes, and I, as a programmer, a lot of times I will tell her, no, it's not really possible in programming wise, and or I will tell her, maybe we look at use like a much more simplified way to do this. Uh, Now I will talk about programming challenges. So the top one is performance, especially we're going to use a lot of AI. Um, so there might be like pathfinding algorithms and also maybe like how many bots we're gonna put there will affect the performance like heavily. Anti-cheating is another challenge since this experience is still competitive, so we want like a certain degree of fairness. Um, we and Thirdly is about networking bandwidth limits. Uh, the data we can send between server and the clients are limited in on Roblox platform, so we will need to uh, work smart on that to play within the bandwidth, but also still make the yeah exactly the precision still exists on our multiplayer experience. And finally, about memory, we will have memory concerns, especially on mobile. So in the beginning, we will be testing on mobile as well, and always keep that in mind to reuse as much assets as possible. And for programming, for all those challenges, we have some mitigation strategies as well. So first, we're going to use like a server authoritative design to reduce cheating. We will be validating the inputs and maybe like the all the requests sent from the clients on the server side to make sure it's not cheating. And for AI, we will also be trying to optimize it. And For example, we may find the sweet spot that we have enough bots, and but also it's not like taking the performance like totally down. And we may also simplify some behaviors. For network efficiency, we will reduce the amount of data we want to replicate. We only replicate the necessary ones. So we compress the updates. And we will be using mobile first optimization. Uh, we're going to keep like the memory and performance budgets within mobile's capacity.
For retention, we are not trying to rely on traditional progression alone. It's primarily driven by competitive tension and moment to moment gameplay. In each match, players are in a constant race to evolve faster than their opponent. A lot of games are decided by very small margins, like getting disrupted at the wrong moment, which naturally creates a strong desire to immediately rematch. On top of that, players are continuously experimenting with different builds, combining wand abilities and companion upgrades, so every match becomes a chance to test and refine strategy. The PvPvE structure also keeps pressure high at all times. Players are always balancing both defense and attacking others, so there is never really a downtime during a match. And finally, because sessions are short and matchmaking is fast, the loop becomes very easy to repeat, which reinforces that it's just one more game behavior.
For live OPS, we treat this as a live game rather than a one-time release. We plan to regularly have content updates, including new enemies, abilities, and maps. We also introduce seasonal and limited time events to keep the experience fresh. Balancing is continuous, especially for PvPvE interactions, and all updates are data-driven based on player behavior and feedback. This allows us to evolve the game over time and maintain long-term retention. This is our 6 months plan for the development. In months 1 and 2, we will focus on the foundation and building the core loop and also the PvP prototype and some bot fallback system, and we will have some internal testing. On the months 3 and 4, we're gonna expand a little bit more. We will be making multiplayer matchmaking happening and to see how is it like when we have more players, and we will have to build the arena system, and we will invite external playtesters to join our playtests, and we also gonna work on our early retention implementation. For month 5, it's like our refinement month. So we're gonna iterate the gameplay a lot more and to see if there's any bugs to fix, and also tune our gameplay values to get the balance and feeling good feeling. And we will also work on UI UX improvements and some visual polish during the month. Our month 6 will be our launch preparation. So we're gonna keep on our iteration and the scaling, um, and we will add the monetization systems and add our analytics integration. So we will do our soft launch testing and yeah, and just make sure everything is still smooth and good.
For monetization, our focus is on expression and visibility rather than power. The core driver is a player's connection to their mushroom companion. As it evolves and gets customized, it becomes something they feel ownership over. We also place a lot of emphasis on ability VFX because these effects are used constantly during gameplay. That makes them highly visible both to the player and their opponents, which increases their perceived value. In addition, players can customize their island, which reinforces long-term attachment and progression. Since this is a competitive PvP experience, where visual status is also important. Players want to show their progression, their skill level, and stand out in matches. We may include live progression acceleration, but always in a non-competitive way, so the game will remain fair.
Our novelty and the core value at its core, the game creates a unique experience by combining multiple systems running at the same time. So players will be defending against AI, compete for resources, and also be really aware of the disrupt opponents. And they need to do decision make, and they need to have their fast reaction when something emergent happens, and so all of this will create a high replayability. Our goal is to build a scalable, high retention multiplayer experience. We know we will we're gonna face a lot of like challenges, and we are confident all this will be conquered. With your help, I cannot imagine like how much we will learn and grow in the incubator. So we are looking for guidance on scaling systems, platform alignment, and the production pipelines. This will help us take the project to the next level. Our production plan. So we have our milestones, our core prototype to be finished first, and then we will do our multiplayer um, um, stability testing, and also gonna check also gonna do our content expression, and finally we're gonna do the polishing, debugging, and UI UX, and eventually we will launch. So the session length is about 10 to 15 minutes per match, and our approach is data-driven iteration and also like during the play testing iteration, we will observe like player behaviors, and based on those, we tune our game values better. The key differentiator is our game is like a mix of multiple system. So the shooter strategy and the PvPvE hibernation. So it's like also like a real-time player interference system, and the balance of strategic depth and chaotic gameplay. Because of its complexity, so it has some challenges to make it. So this is also our key differentiator. We think this game is strongly aligned with the Roblox platform. So it features short sessions lengths around 10 to 15 minutes, which really fit the Roblox platform player behavior. It also emphasizes social PvP interactions and the chaotic multiplayer gameplay. And the system is designed to scale, supporting a growing player base. And with high replayability and trend-aware content, it fits well within the Roblox ecosystem. Thank you so much. Mushroom Mayhem is designed as a scalable, high replayability PvPvE experience, combining shooter strategy and a real-time player interaction. We're excited about its potential and look forward to taking it further. Thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate anything. Thank you.